Nguyễn tại Nghi. I'm studying in class 11-13 at Lưu Văn Liệt High School. Dr. Sid said, the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. Listening to this quote, I think that reading book has an important impact on humans' life. That can bring a lot of benefit for me, for you, and for everyone. That's the reason I love reading books since I was a child. One of the books that I have, I love Nhật ký Đặng Thùy Trâm most. Thank you. This is Nhật ký Đặng Thùy Trâm. I remember that it was sung at my school library and most of my friends read it. I have a friend who has a lot of knowledge about this book. So let's follow me and I will show you.
Yay!
Hi, Hân.
Okay, so how's it going?
Good. Have you ever read Nhật ký Đặng Thùy Trâm?
Oh, of course. That's the most memorable book I have ever read.
Can you tell me something about the writer, please?
Yeah, let me remember that is Đặng Thùy Trâm was born in Hanoi and she's a doctor. When she was young, she received a lot of achievement in singing. She has taken care of wounded soldiers during the war in the South. Is that alright?
Yes, of course. The writer of this book is a martyr doctor named Đặng Thùy Trâm, who was born on November 26, 1942, to a family of intellectuals in Hanoi. Graduating from Hanoi Medical University in 1966, Thùy Trâm volunteered to work in Battlefield B. After 3 months of marching to Quảng Ngãi, she was assigned to come back to hospital in Phú Đức district with mainly treated for wounded soldiers. Being a doctor, she took care of everyone and filled their beds, so all people loved her. However, in June 22, 1970, on her business trip, she was abused by the enemy and passed away freely when she was less than 28 years old. The English name of this book is Last Night I Dreamed of Peace. It was published by Hội Nhà văn Publishing Company with 322 pages. He attracted readers from the first pages through the introduction. There are two parts. Part 1, Những ngày gật lửa, and Part 2, Những tư liệu ảnh. Even though Thùy Trâm isn't an outstanding writer in Vietnam, she can make her reader go back in the time, return to the decades of anti-US war of Vietnamese people by using writing style of sincerity and emotional language. The reader cannot help but be touched when reading through her diary as a slow-motion film, which reunites to the sense of numerous suffering and loss. Amid the time of war, a diary is usually considered as an intellectual's little work in which quality of being sensitive yet not weak, as well as the ardent love for one's country without fearing numerous destitution is manifested. It's in this diary that we can see a Đặng Thùy Trâm, who has great sense of responsibility as a doctor. She dedicated to her work. She loved and cared for people, especially her patients, in the most detailed way. She felt the pain of each and every patient that she took care of as a doctor in such a different condition. What can be more painful than being unable to save the list of her patients, helplessly hold their hands, watch them slowly leave this world? The first page of the diary is written, "Storms full of hardship in life are inevitable, but one must never bow to them." Similarly, that's her motto to overcome the day full of difficulty and hardship. It's not easy working in such stress conditions as numerous wounded soldiers returned from the battlefield are admitted to her infirmary every day. In Đặng Thùy Trâm diary, alongside the daily life worries of a revolutionary fighter, her ideas and noble aspiration, her writings also transcend her love. to such extent that it can be seen as a human affection. It seems that amid the violent attacks, the frail gap between life and death closes the gap between people, thus rendered them more sympathetic and more willing to sacrifice for each other, like the young doctors, who always find the sympathetic thread with the list of Bom, Kim, Dung, and many other unnamed patients. Moreover, written in her diary are short, yet personalized, filled with the undoubted and resilient will of a girl born in an urban city, then hastily in a deprived and indigent condition. The remaining pages of her diary were left unwritten from 20 to 1970 because she died 2 days later. So, after reading this book, can you tell me your feeling about this?
Well, this is an excellent book that I have ever read. Đặng Thùy Trum's diaries have become a favorite book not only received by Vietnamese authors, a shining symbol of photos of sacrifice, of the love for the motherland of Vietnamese women. But the English book has also transcended border with a strong ability to convert, and her diaries page are imbued with the love for her countries, as well as her country. It's the light of confession that deeply touches our heart and reminds us each of our nature and to live in such a way that deserves the sacrifice. It's and closest to live, study under the friendly socialist school. The lines of her diary are very meaningful and is a motive for her to work hard to repay our merit, which previous generations have sacrificed to gain.
Thank you.
Well, yeah.
Today's youth is forever grateful for the sacrifice made by generations of fathers and worthily worthy of those noble sacrifice. We, Hồ Chí Minh generation youth, should learn from Đặng Thùy Trâm, the writer of human affection, courage to live freely, tolerance, as well as the responsibility at work with family, self, and society. If I get this position, I will have 3 ideas to show you. First of all, I will tell everyone the benefits of reading books by posting this on my Facebook account or other social networks. There are many people nowadays cannot realize the importance of reading books, so they become lazier to read. However, if people know the benefits of reading, they will think that reading is voluntary, not compulsory. Secondly, I will ask my teacher for organizing reading book events like decorating a bookshelf in our classrooms, reading festival, storytelling by books. From these events, students will love reading books more and more. And lastly, I will introduce and help the beginners for choosing book. If beginners choose a thick book with the difficult content, they will feel bored faster and become lazier. That's why choosing a book when we start reading is really significant. Finally, thank you for watching and following my video.